I think I have found where the tiefling is. They're in a house, which is actually a tavern. So that was very confusing. But I'm going to go in here and talk to the tiefling and see what it is that they want. Where? Ah, yes. Interesting things are happening. Casey, a tiefling from Kadera, came to us asking for help in finding an artifact in an ancient treasury. It seems like a normal errand, so why do I feel it's more complicated than it sounds? Casey is going to settle in the capital and ask the Baron Visitor to discuss the details of a future expedition to seek an artifact. Her house can be found near the capital square to the right. Her house is apparently a tavern, because those banners sure make it look like a tavern to me and not a house. A tense silence hangs over the house. Casey, your tiefling friend, emerges from the shadows, but her eyes are staring into the distance. She seems to look right past you. No, not now. The turmoil is suddenly over, but you see fear in Casey's eyes, her blue eyes. Oh, it's you. I wanted to say, I think you owe me an explanation as your baron and potential business partner. The girl closes her eyes and clenches her fists, obviously in the grip of a strong emotion, but one you cannot read. I knew it couldn't last forever. Why did he even make this rule if he knew it would be impossible to keep? She takes a deep breath, opens her eyes, and speaks with firm resolve. Come what may, you should know, Harwell, that the person you know by the name of Casey does not exist. My real name is Kalikke, and well, it's a long story, and such stories are better told beside a welcoming fire. Will you hear me out? All right, fine, let's go. Okay, whew. For a second there, I thought it was going to launch into some voice acting, and I would have been mad. If they're going to voice a character with a voice actor, they should do so the first time you see them, so that you don't you don't think in your head that you have to do a voice for them. Alright. Kalikke. No longer Casey, now Kalikke. The girl rests her head on her arm and stares off into the distance, lost in memory. Stories by the fire, in the desert where I was born. My fondest memory. The fires and stories, that is, I think, is what I meant there. When the day is done, hosts and guests, parents and children, friends and rivals, all gather by the fire under the stars to tell their tales. All they did, all they witnessed, all they heard from other travelers, and the whispers carried by the desert wind. My sister and I often snuck in to hear these stories, hiding in the shadows just beyond the circle of light and warmth. We are hellspawn, you see. Tieflings are unwelcome guests in Kadera, unblessed by the light of merciful Sarenrae. We grew up sleeping in a common tent, scavenging food here and there, like orphans, all but outcast and disowned. We were 13 when we left, and set off to find happiness in the cities, and everyone we left behind sighed with relief. Well, that's rather sad. My sister and I, we are twins, but as different as the sun and moon. Her name is Kanara, which means silent flame. She is fire, a cold fire, but one that turns everything to ash. I am a river. It brings me joy to give water to tired travelers and nurture green shoots, but when I flood, I am bound to bring death. The girl's eyes are full of sorrow. Despite our differences, we are one. Our lives belong to divine Nethys, and by his mercy we now live In turns? While one of us is here, the other sleeps in another plane, and when she wakes up, we switch places, just as you just witnessed. And how is it you began to live in turns, as you say? Kalikke lowers her head. This story, it's one I've never told to anyone before. No one in the whole world. And it's not easy to confide in a stranger. There's too much grief and guilt in it. If you don't mind, I'd rather not go into all the details. Well, that seems very sensible, actually. But I will tell you anyway, because apparently we're soul bonded, even though we just met. You see, my sister died, and I couldn't get over it. Kanara was killed by a soul eater, a monster summoned by secret followers of Abaddon's archdemons. Those who summoned him died in the fight, but the beast was too strong for my sister, and I wasn't even there to protect her. Kalikke catches her breath. We just had a fight, and we both did some stupid things just before. But I don't want to talk about that now. When I found out what happened to my sister, I was ready to make a deal with any power, if only I could just get her back. And I found such a power. I was contacted by Arcanathane, the herald of the god Nethys himself. I'm sure you're wondering if I'm pronouncing Arcanathane correctly, but I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. Anyway, she promised she would return Kanare to life, but on 2 conditions. Arcanathane promised, that is. First, we must both keep the arrangement a secret. Second, we would never be able to meet again. And so our new life began. I'm sorry, I just thought of a movie from the 80s. And anybody who is as old as I am, I'm sure knows exactly what movie I'm thinking about. Anyway, so our new life began. Now we flee through the world, guarding our secret, always introducing ourselves as Casey to hide that there are 2 of us, and we switch places with each other at random. While one lives, the other sleeps in a demiplane, one created especially for us. Wow, you have your own demiplane? All for yourself? How did you manage that? That seems like an excessive waste of real estate. Imagine how that could be used to house the homeless, for example. Anyway, so you can't control these switches? No, we can't. They happen at random, most often while we're sleeping, but sometimes in broad daylight, like, what happened just before. That's why we can never stay in one place for long. When someone witnesses us switch, we usually tell them tales of a special magical way of traveling. But people start noticing strange things and begin to figure things out. Truth be told, I'm so tired of having to pretend. We knew this couldn't last forever, and now the truth is finally out. Well, to one person at least. What's the point in all of this? Well, it seems, if I'm understanding the rules set forth by your deity's herald, once you revealed your secret to me, you broke one of those rules. Well, yes. Will you make me regret this, Baron Harwell? I just thought... I felt you might be someone who could help my sister and me change our fates. I mean, you're the Baron and all. Well... Alright, what do you want from me? You must have come here for a reason. That's actually what I wanted to talk to you about. Kanara was supposed to tell you of an ancient treasury that we've been looking for. Gold isn't the only thing of value in this place. It may contain an ancient relic taken by the Taldan raiders from a respected Kadiran temple of Nethys. It's an unusual relic called the Disk of the Eclipse. I once heard a beautiful story that it was created from the shadow that hides the sun and the moon, but I don't think that could be true. I mean, because there is no shadow that hides the sun and moon because of, physics and stuff. But other than that, Nethys is the god of magic who was once a mortal wizard, and relics from his temples are usually very powerful. There are many among his followers who think that solving the mysteries of magic, even rivaling their deity, is the best way to serve him. One such follower created the disc long ago in the distant past. According to legend, it gave its owners control over planar travel, but only pairs of wizards bound by unbreakable ties could use it. While one of them traveled the planes, the other was his anchor in our world, and they could switch between. Do you see now why we so desperately wish to find the disc? It might help us understand how the switch between me and Kenara works. And it should make our divine patron happy. Nethys and his assistants value the desire to understand the mysteries of magic above all else. And how did this disc come to be in the Stolen Lands? It was brought here by Taldans from the 5th Army of Exploration. Taldor and Kadira were enemies for ages. Thousands of years ago, a soldier broke into the temple of Nethys and stole the relic to sell it, or secretly hoard it as an heirloom. Hundreds of years later, his own kin, or the kin of his hundredth, or the kin of its 100th buyer, brought the disc to these strange lands where the Taldans had come, uninvited as usual, and which they finally vanished from with little trace. Sometimes history is as intricate lace. You'd never guess where it begins and where it ends. Well, I'd never guess anything from that paragraph because most of that did not make any sense, Kalikke. I'm going to have to listen to this again to understand anything that was in what you just said. But besides that, tell me about the location of the treasury. Oh wow, I have a lot to say about that. It was called Sorrowflow in the chronicle we read. It was once a Taldan town founded by the veterans of the 5th Army of Exploration. It stood on the shores of a turbulent river, and that was what destroyed it. One night, a terrible flood devastated the settlement, killing many and driving the rest to flee. Only the tower on the cliff remained, which was too high for the flood to reach. Water covered the ruins for a long time, but last year it receded. My friends found a chronicle which recounted the destruction of the city and spoke of the Disk of the Eclipse, which was kept there. They managed to track down the ruins, but were frightened away by the monsters and beasts that roam the area. I need to take a drink after saying all that, because that was a lot. If only there was some way to cover that in the video that I'm recording, but there isn't. Well, if this can help, then I agree. Well, do I want profit or do I want to help? I am a chaotic neutral baron, which basically means it's a flip of a coin. Alright, Kalikke, you've convinced me. If this can help, then I will agree to this endeavor. Kalikke's sad eyes get a little warmer. Thank you. I will wait for you there at Sorrowflow, and please, Let's explore the ruins together, just the two of us. I don't want to give myself away again in front of your companions. Breaking the Arcanathane's conditions once was enough. I have no wish to anger our god. So long. Wait. You want me to go in a party of 2 on an adventure? Are you mad? The mysterious tiefling will be waiting for the Baron at a place called Sorrowflow. Well, apparently I told Lindsay about Casey. Well, I guess I didn't tell her anything except she's a mysterious tiefling. Well, that means it's time to head out into the wilderness. I will head straight there. Where's the edge of the map? It's you. Good day, Your Grace. It's nighttime, citizen. Okay, so she... Wait, where is the tiefling? I thought the tiefling was going to be one of my companions. Okay, I guess not. I guess I'm... You cannot travel. Your inventory's weight is too great. Oh, no. No. You've got to be kidding me. I have to do inventory management. The dreaded inventory management. Before I can do anything. Fantastic. Oh my. I have a problem here in the throne room. Lander Lebeda is demanding my attention. A problem demands your personal attention, Your Grace. Your acquaintance Oleg has been refusing to pay his taxes for months now, even though his trading post is located in your lands. Not Oleg. He was my friend once. I stayed at his trading post. The fool didn't realize he should have come to you immediately, but even so, please lend him your ear. Oh, is he here? Oleg, are you here? What's the matter, Oleg? Oleg grimaces, making a clear effort to not spit on the floor. Since the moment you founded this barony, Your Grace, I became your subject. He grits his teeth. But I'm still also a subject of the Aldori in Restov. When you brought down the Stag Lord, I thought my troubles were over, but no! Oleg shakes his head. My whole life, I've paid taxes to Restov. Now on top of that, your tax collectors darken my doorstep. Oh, well, he seems upset about paying twice the taxes. Can you imagine? I don't understand. Advisors, do you have any thoughts? Oleg's trading post is within our borders. We have the right to collect taxes from him. As for the Sword Lords, to hell with them. They won't start a full-scale conflict over some backwater trading post. Oleg is more important than a few months' worth of taxes. Collecting now would ruin a kind and honest, well, if somewhat clueless man. Please keep this in mind, Your Grace. So, basically... wow, I could send guards to Oleg's trading post. Yeesh. How chaotic am I feeling today? Alright. I feel like I'm going to regret this. I'm almost positive that I'm going to regret this, Oleg. But we're not going to collect any taxes from you this month. Let him go. I'll discuss the matter of Oleg's fealty. Wait. Before I pass judgment, Oleg, which would you rather swear allegiance to, Restov or myself? Oleg looks like he's surprised to be asked. He thinks for a moment, and you realize he's making an extraordinary effort to be polite. Forgive me, Your Grace, but regardless of what banner they fly, all tax collectors are little more than bandits to me. Are you calling me a bandit, Oleg? You dare stand in my throne room and talk of bandits. Well, you've convinced me, Oleg, with your last response. Our barony owes much to Restov's sword lords. We'll allow them to collect taxes from Oleg's trading post. It's only fair. I'd certainly think twice before just giving subjects away to a rival kingdom, especially a subject that could keep coins in our coffers. Well, you should have said that before, Lander. Why didn't you say that before I made the decision? A bad peace is better than a good war. Okay, whatever you say, Jod. Goodbye forever, Oleg. Good riddance to you. I guess he's leaving the kingdom. Your Grace. Keston's face looks worried and fearful. Your Grace, ill news from the Gnarl Marches, again. There were already many trolls there, but now people are afraid to leave their houses. The wilds are said to be swarming with them. The hunters were the first ones to notice. Then came the merchants delivering packages and food to the outskirts of the barony. Now there are more and more reports of trolls attacking villages. Didn't I send some of my people to deal with these trolls? At first I took the reports for gossip, thought it was just the fear talking, but a local group of merchants recently reported that most of the trolls seem to be lurking around the house of one Bartholomew Delgado, an odd mage living out in the wilds all by himself. They're saying there are so many trolls out there nobody can reach Bartholomew for fear of the beast. Bartholomew, my friend and compatriot. My fellow scientist studying corpses out there. Well, he must be working on something important. Keston's face grows dark. Those trolls are up to something, and this strange Bartholomew fellow is clearly tangled up in it somehow. If the wizard's gotten some idea in his head to conspire with the trolls, we should make the first move and hit them with a preemptive strike. However, if those trolls are coming for him rather than to him, Keston sighs. Well, it would be an enormous help if you could pay a visit to Bartholomew and figure out what's going on. I recommend haste. If nothing is done soon, there may be a grisly fate in store for your subjects. Well, that's going to delay my mission for Kalikke. Thank you, Keston. Thanks for complicating my life. And another subject approaches. Oh, it's Harem. Harem mumbles to himself, pulling on his beard. Finally, he notices you. Oh, well, allow me to speak for those who cannot protect themselves and their faith. The priests of Aristil and the priests of the other gods, they've all turned against the ancient faiths that were once flourished in the stolen lands, now long since passed into eternity. Their final traces are the ancient shrines and idols which lay hid among the swamps and woods, symbols of transience and decay. Get to the point, Harem. They wish to demolish these idols. They seek to destroy with fire and chisel all that would remind them that all things must come to an end. Harem strokes his beard broodingly. Broodingly. Whoever it was that once worshipped these idols, their faith deserves our respect. It is your decision, but I would not destroy these ritual places just because the god they are devoted to isn't well known. I myself serve such a god, often decried by ignorant tongues. Choice effects? Oh. Oh, wow, I didn't know I had that turned on. So we can get rid of the strange idols, or we can leave the idols. Well, Harwell, I'm feeling particularly generous to other faiths today, so leave the idols where they stand. Someone worships them, and we've no right to interfere. Harem nods gravely. That is the right decision, Harwell. It's Baron Harwell to you. Oh, sorry, Baron Harwell. Oh, whatever, I'm just gonna go now. Is there anything else that I need to deal with? I need to deal with the trolls. We must first learn more about them, which I have done. It seems that several trolls are maundering? Is that a word? It seems that several trolls are maundering around the house of a strange hermit mage in the Gnarl Marches. We need to learn whether this mage is conspiring with the monsters or in need of our help. I feel like that might have been the original breadcrumb that I was supposed to get before I went to his house. That doesn't seem like a new thing. I feel like I have already sort of done that. Okay, now I'm finally going to get back to inventory management. Although at this point, I don't think I'm going to be able to actually get out to the place to talk to Casey. After a lot of moving inventory around, I've got my weight down to less than 80, so I think I can finally leave the map by myself. I hope. Yes. The question is, where do I go? I don't want to go to the lone house. I'm looking to meet Casey somewhere. I could go to the Verdant Chambers. I think I'm supposed to meet the nymph by herself, too. Sorrowflow. Wow, it's 1,000,000 miles away. Why does it have to be 1,000,000 miles away? How do I even get there? Alright, it's gonna take a day. I don't have any food with me. I got nothing. I didn't bring camping supplies. I didn't bring food. All your characters are exhausted. Yes, I would like to begin resting. I'm by myself. Why? It really seems inadvisable to to travel by yourself. But I mean, the quest clearly said, "Go by yourself." So I feel like I'm doing this wrong, but I also feel like I'm doing exactly what it told me to do. Hey, I found some food, so I will not starve. continuing along.
I feel tired.
Resting again. It's so fatiguing to travel the countryside by myself. I miss all the rest of my party talking and squabbling amongst themselves every time we camp. Oh, well, let's claim the high ground here while we're here. And have I gone the wrong direction this whole time? I think I've gone the wrong direction this whole time. I should have gone to Nettles Crossing. Well, I claimed another resource at least. No, I don't want to. I don't want to enter it. I want to cross the river. How do I... Ugh, I gotta rest again. How do I get to this place? What happens if I starve out here? How do I... The ruins of an ancient settlement long ago ravaged by flood. Despite its sad history, the scenery of this place is surprisingly picturesque, thanks to the waterfalls which adorn the local mountain. Wait a minute, maybe I need to go down here. Oh, here we go. This is what I'm wandering around here all by myself in the barony while the kingdom is falling apart around me just to get to this one place.
I feel tired.
To talk to this one tiefling girl. This better be a very important quest. Oh no, I have to cross another river. And I have to camp again. Hello, I'd like to cross the river. If it's not too much trouble. Oh, I really hope I can avoid this random encounter. You failed to sneak past the enemies. Prepare for battle. I'm all by myself. I'm going to die out here. That's a ferocious Smilodon. I feel like I just kind of need to run. I mean, actually, I can't run because it just ran right up to me. I mean, what are the chances of me actually killing this thing? I feel like the chances are 0. Do I know what level it is? Not inspected. What does that mean? How do I inspect it? Tigers are usually the top animal predators in their territories. That's just not good. I mean... I'm gonna use a Constitution mutagen. That's all I can do. I can't do anything else. I'm gonna try to run away. Took another several points of damage. I mean, this is pointless. I can't run away. I'm never gonna survive running away. Because that thing can just run right up to me and hit me. I am going to die here. For sure. The only way I can survive is if I don't get an attack of opportunity.
Learn from my mistake.
Nope. Okay. Well, that was annoying.
Enemy near.
Oh, God. Okay, well, I guess I have... Oh, he gets the first strike again. Okay, that's awesome. So... critical hit.
Learn from my mistake.
What the hell? That was absurd. Am I stuck in a death loop here? Let's see. One day's 421. Let's load this one. I think is the one right before it. Yeah. Okay. Back on the map. Ignoring that random encounter. Ah, let's cross the river. Hooray! And we have to camp again. Can't believe... Oh, come on. There's somebody on the road? Really?
I feel tired.
Oh my God. Primal giant spiders. You've got to be kidding me. I might as well just load the game. Because this is, there's so many of them. What the hell? Am I the wrong level to go meet this tiefling? Because this is insane. If I try to move, I'm just instantly gonna be insta-killed here. Yep. That was an insta-kill. Let's go back to the same autosave that I just loaded a second ago. I feel like I might have to abandon this attempt to meet this tiefling. Trying to avoid a random encounter. Failed. I think I'm just gonna have to ignore this. I mean, abandon this. Oh, what the hell are these? Can I just run? I am running away. Can I run any faster than this? I don't even know if I can run away from these things. What are they? Bullets. Yeah, these things are gonna kill me in one shot, basically. Well, not quite one shot. Can I flee? I can't, it won't let me select the thing. I can't get off the map. There's no running away from these things. Alright, well, I'm just gonna load the game again. I should probably do a quick save here before I run out of autosave slots. I'm getting the very distinct impression that I'm doing the wrong thing here. If I was uncertain before, I'm extremely certain now that I'm in the wrong place at the wrong time. Hey, I successfully avoided a random encounter. Oh, now I have to rest again. Finally, Sorrowflow. I feel like the trip was so dangerous that it was sort of a difficulty check. Oh, I hope y'all are friendly. Kalikke smiles faintly as you approach, but you can't help but notice that she's as tense as a bowstring. I really hope there's no fighting. 3 young tieflings wearing bright clothing, the sort one might find in a harlequin's wardrobe, are gathered near Kalikke, fidgeting from foot to foot. They bow simultaneously. The youngest casts you an inquisitive look. So this is the patron you found, Eldar. The Baron of this land. And to think... Oh god, okay, let's try this again. So this is the patron you found, Elder. The Baron of this land. And to think that Kanara used to say that you don't know how to make connections. Oh. I read that really badly. The short-haired tiefling girl steps on her friend's tail. Stop it, Nehu. Don't you see you're upsetting her? Forgive him, Elder. And you too, Your Grace. When Nehu was little, a donkey knocked over his crib. His horns got caught on its saddlecloth, and he was dragged for half a block, bumping his head on every corner. Now he's no more clever than the donkey. Kalikke stomps her foot, drawing their attention. Sweet teeth, that's enough. You're going right back to the city. The Baron and I need to talk in private, and we're going to the Taldan Tower without you. It might be dangerous. As you say, Elder. The last of the 3 tieflings, who had kept quiet until now, nods and gestures to the others. We'll go to the city. We'll see if 3 tail-swinging goofs like us can find gainful employment around there. If you decided to settle down in these parts, maybe we can find a place here too. Goodbye, Your Grace. Please remind me, what is this place, and what are we looking for here? Oh, never mind, I guess your friends are leaving. Well, I'll explain it now. Now that they're gone, I can explain. It's an ancient Taldan settlement, long ago ravaged by the elements. They used to mine ore in these rocks. Little is known about what happened here, but according to rumors, a terrible flood devastated the town. Many citizens perished, the others fled. Only the tower remains, standing on the cliff. The flood wasn't able to reach it. The tower may still hold substantial riches, and among them the Disk of the Eclipse, a relic from the Kadaran Temple of Nethys. That's what I'm looking for. Who were those 3 tieflings? And why aren't they coming with us? Because there's only 2 of us, you know? And this is a game balanced for a party of 6. My friends from Kadara. They were my friends from Kadara. Their names are Neho, Tevi, and Elki, but I usually just call them the Sweet Teeth. They're always together, and always act and speak in chorus. It was they who dug up the history of this place, and told me of the treasury. But they never got inside. They say there's a lot of dangerous beasts ahead. Oh, you must be joking me, Kalikke. Why did you tell me to come alone if there are dangerous beasts ahead? Kalikke sighs. I'm happy that at least someone from my past life hasn't abandoned me. But they make me anxious as well. The Sweet Teeth know nothing about what happened after our past. They know nothing about what happened after our escape. They think Kanara is dead, and I adopted a strange new name to hide from my past, but they know me and my sister well and could easily uncover the truth. That would breach Nethys' first condition. That's why it would be better for all of us if we met as rarely as possible. Besides, Kenara nearly fed the poor sweet teeth to the animals, though it seems like ages ago now. Alright, so what's our plan here? There must be a cliff somewhere ahead, where we'll find the remains of the tower. We'll need to climb it and search the ruins, and be ready for trouble. One can never be too careful. Well, are we ready? You know, I actually don't think I'm ready. I feel like I was supposed to bring my full party with me, even though you told me not to bring anyone because that you didn't want to reveal your secret in front of them. But I feel like that was in conflict with the mechanics of the game, which require me to have a party with me in order to not die every 10 steps. Kalikke, you're vexing me with your story, which competes with the mechanics of the game. Alright, well, I'll try it, but I feel like I'm going to die. Kalikke nods gratefully. Thank you. I'm glad I don't have to walk this road alone. Well, we could have had, 5 more people with us. But I guess we don't. Ominous looking ruins. Giant metal support braces. The ruins of a tower on the cliff are all that's left of a Taldan settlement, destroyed long ago by a flood. It's very sad, but what treasures could the tower be hiding? And what beasts? That's what I'm worried about. What level is Casey? Kalikke. She's level 5. I am level 5 as well. She is a chaotic good kineticist, which is... they are living channels for elemental matter and energy, manipulating the world around them by drawing upon inner reserves from their own bodies. So basically like a sorcerer, or a warlock, or something like that. Basically, they throw elemental damage out. She's equipped with literally nothing. She has a chainmail shirt on, which is unidentified, weirdly. And she has a crossbow. Are you sure that you're prepared for this journey, Kalikke? I feel like this is doomed to failure. How are we supposed to get there, Kalikke? I'm going to do another quick save. I have a strong feeling that I'm going... Kalikke, why are you not coming with me? Oh, I haven't selected everybody. I have a very strong feeling that I'm going to have to reload an earlier game. Actually, let me just check. Do I have a game from before I left? Before I go tearing off? There's the one from the beginning of this video, so I have that one. I have a bunch of autosaves from wandering around and on the place. Ugh. How annoying. We'll need this edible moss, Kalikke. Kalikke, why are you sitting down like that? Oh, you're levitating. That's just showing off, I think.
Let's make this quick.
Okay. Okay, Kalikke. Okay, we need to talk about how you have drawn me into this combat that I can't possibly survive. Because... Metakinesis empowered. Water blast. You have like no spells. Are you kidding me? Ferocious slurks. You think we're gonna survive a battle with ferocious slurks, just the two of us, when you can't even hit them with an attack? Kalikke, I can't really do a lot of damage unless somebody is, unless I can do a sneak attack.
A solid plan.
I think we are probably going to die here. Kalikke is gonna try gather power. I don't know what that does. Whoa! Whatever it did, it just obliterated that thing. So, I like it. It was an effective strategy, whatever it was. Maybe we'll survive this after all. Oh, no, maybe not. Now they're starting to fight back. They look adorable in the pictures up here. The ferocious slurks look adorable. They are level 3 magical beasts, it seems. Yeah, it's fine. We'll handle these guys.
Forwards!
Oh, I did a whopping 2 points of damage. Okay, that's not good. I think I'm poisoned, too. Spends a move action to gather energy and reduce the total cost of a chosen blast by 1. I don't know what that means. I have literally no idea what that means. I think it's making my water blast more powerful by using my move. Well, it doesn't help if you miss. I think I used my move action in order to enhance the power of my water blast. Apparently Kalikke is very water-based magic. Okay, the frog keeps spitting poison at me, Kalikke. Slime. The slurk is sliming me. What is this? Glitter dust. I don't need that.
Aim carefully.
Oh my god, it's gonna take forever to kill this thing. Kalikke, I do not have the right, things for this. I think it's up to you to kill this thing.
To hurt.
Oh, that's right, she had like a Russian accent. I remember now from the beginning of the game. Well, I've been doing it all wrong. Well, now Kalikke is slimed. I feel like just turning off turn-based and just see what's happening. Because I'm sure I'm gonna die here. Whoa, that was a good sneak attack. Oh, we did it. We didn't die. I don't believe it. Oh, this looks like it's medium water elementals. Okay. Do we want to tangle with this? This feels like a bad thing.
I'll go ahead.
Wow, 23 points. They're sliming us. Oh, now we're dead. Kalikke, why would you lure me out here by myself with your tale of woe? One's down. I can't even hit these stupid slurks. Oh, well, they're all dead now. Are we just ignoring these water elementals here? Guess we're just ignoring them. Alright, get ready to climb. This feels like a terrible, terrible idea, but here we go. Kalikke throws back her head and looks upward. Up there! There's a tower there, on the cliff. But it would be difficult to climb such a steep slope. Kalikke gives you a pensive and sad smile. My sister and I used to climb cliffs together. She was so angry when I was faster, but she always helped me when she got ahead. Well, alright. I'll use my athletics of 18 to start climbing. Let's go to our goal and our inevitable deaths. Oh no! You begin climbing. At one point you discover that a ledge you meant to step on is not secure. You try to backtrack, but lose your balance. Luckily, Kalikke, who is climbing with the dexterity of a lizard, catches your hand just in time and helps you hold on. Look, we're close to the top. Almost there. Shoo. What a beautiful place, and cozy. The cliffs seem to embrace this place. And a waterfall. Now I see why the Taldans decided to settle here. I'd live here too. Well, I guess so, with all of your water magic. Seems appropriate. Are we going into that waterfall? It rather looks like there's a cave here. Yep, it looks like a cave. Is this where we're going? I mean, she must have been pointing out the waterfall to point me to the cave and under the waterfall. Right? We're here. Oh, centipedes. Alright, well, I know how to handle centipedes. Oh, there's so many of them, though. Oh, and a giant one. Oh, we're getting killed here, Kalikke.
My mistake.
Okay, this is not going well. This is really going quite badly. This is our inevitable death, Kalikke. I told you it was going to happen. Well, she's not dead yet. All these attacks of opportunity, man. I still don't really understand the attack of opportunity rules in this game. It's like you can't cast range spells on a melee target. Something like that. Harwell suffered a crippling wound in the battle. This can only be fixed by resting in a safe place. Well, that was a horrible experience, Kalikke. I'm not really enjoying myself so far. I think it might be wise to go outside and camp. You can't camp when enemies are nearby? Really? Why is everything awful? Why is everything bad?
I shall not fail.
Kalikke, I think we need to call this whole thing off, I think. I think this is just never going to work. Look for monsters and dispatch them. Oh, a gargoyle, really? Okay, sure.
Enjoy your final moments.
Get ready to load the game. Oh, there's 2 of them. Oh, that's cool. Okay. This is absurd. Do I have a melee weapon? I do have a melee weapon. Not that it matters. Wow, one of them's dead. I can't even hit these things.
I require healing
You'd better hurry up.
from my mistake.
Okay, never mind. Why is Kalikke basically impervious to dying while I'm getting killed constantly? Harwell suffered another crippling wound in battle. Oh, I thought that... Wait. I didn't perma-die, even though
I can help.
I died twice. Huh, that was weird. Now can we camp? Yay! For some reason, the adventure goes on. Even though it really shouldn't. Somebody watch. Wow, we didn't really rest very much, did we? That didn't really help very much. Kalikke, this really feels like this entire operation has been a complete failure from beginning to end. I don't know why we're here. I don't know why you asked me to come alone. That was an enormous mistake. I just need to keep camping until we heal. I mean, I can't go on until we are rested. Let's do natural healing. We don't have any healing skills. Well, this time 7 hours passed. And we're still not healed yet. Ugh. I'm starting to get really irritated with this. I feel like I've done this wrong from the very beginning, and I feel like the game misled me. And it's all the game's fault. There's a skeleton over here. With some pollen, a buckler, a silver earring, and some turquoise. Amazing stuff. The old Taldan adit is surprisingly well preserved. The ore mine could be restored here. Oh my god, are we gonna have to fight again? Again with the fighting? Ugh. Let's just get this over with.
Enemy near.
We're just gonna die.
Learn from my mistake.
Yeah, I'm dead again.
Learn from my mistake.
I'm finally dead for real. Alright, I have had enough of this. I need to redo this whole thing from the beginning. Because that was just a complete disaster. I don't know. I don't know what I did wrong there, but that was just a disaster.